Is it clear?
Yes, yes, but it is at the end. Maybe we can start it at the beginning. There is no sound.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yes. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Peace be upon you. Nice to meet you and to join you another time in a new lecture with a new guest speaker from a new global country. Let's first watch this short video, then we will start introducing our guest speaker, and then our guest speaker will start her presentation. Yes. No sound.
Okay, just a moment. Just
Yes. Welcome all. We also welcome our attendees and participants from all over the world. Welcome another time. And thanks for our guest speaker, Miss Nour from Egypt, for accepting our invitation. So now let's see this short video. Unfortunately, there is no sound, but it has sound. But it is no problem. No
is this
problem.
clear now?
Yes, it is clear, but no voice, no voice. No problem, no problem. Yes, here in Arab English Teachers Association, we welcome you another time in our newly sessions and lectures about different strategies in teaching English. This association, Arab English Teachers Association, with cooperation of Sufara'a for professional development, and also World Peace and Fatima College from India. Welcome you all and welcome another time our speaker today, Miss Nour Eltahan from Egypt. I am, of course, Shawqiya Hawawra, the president of the Arab English Teachers Association. I am a Palestinian teacher. I have MA and I have a lot of achievements like ambassadors for many engaging and inspiring apps, as you know. And also I am an MIE for the third year, thanks God. And these achievements are just thanks to God for granting me all of these things. Thank you another time. First of all, let's introduce our guest speaker, Miss Nour Eltahan. She is an Egyptian lecturer today. She is teaching English. She has been teaching English since 2017, and she is an English instructor in BCCIT 2021 to 2022. She is also an English teacher at Future Generation International School 2021 to 2022. She is a translator since to 2021. She is also an English instructor, as we said. Welcome, Miss Noor, and thanks another time for joining us and for accepting our invitation, and hope to give us a fruitful session as usual. Thanks another time. Now the floor is yours. You can start your presentation.
Thanks
Do you
so
hear
much
the
for.
music?
Thank you, Mr. Amir, for sharing.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, thanks for this amazing introduction. Thank you all. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm gonna talk to you about flapping classroom. And now, I have this will be through some questions, and I'll see your answers at first, and then I'll tell you what I have. Okay, the first thing, what is the flipped classroom? Do you know the flipped classroom? Do you know the meaning of flipped classroom?
Yes.
Yes, here you are. Can you tell us? Okay, a flipped classroom is an instructional strategy and a type of blended learning. It's
Yes, you don't share the screen, please share it.
yes.
Yes, now it is visible.
Okay,
Yes, it is
thank
visible
you.
now.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, again, a flipped classroom is an instructional strategy and a type of blended learning which aims to increase student engagement and learning by having pupils complete reading at home and work on live problem solving during class time. Okay, another definition for this. It's one of the most popular trends in education in recent memory. You have undoubtedly heard of the flipped classroom, but what is about the classroom that's been flipped that makes it unique? Do you know? Can you help me and share me your answers? Yes. Thanks, Miss Hayam. Thanks, Marwa. And thanks, Bara. Thanks all. Yes, that's it. That's very good. Okay. In this blended learning approach, face-to-face interaction is mixed with independent study, usually via technology, in a common flipped classroom scenario. I'm so sorry. Scenario. Students might watch pre-recorded videos at home or search about courses or materials, and then they come to school to do homework armed with questions and at least some background knowledge. The concept behind the flipped classroom is to rethink when students have access to the resources they need most. The problem is that students need help doing the work rather than being introduced to the new thinking behind the work. Then the solution is the flip classroom, and it takes is to reserve that pattern. Okay, let me ask you another question. What do students do at home in a flipped classroom? Do you know? Can you share with me your answers? What do students do at home in flipped classroom? I said the answer in the introduction. Yes. Okay, I'll tell you. They can watch an online lecture, or they can review online course material, as I said before, or they can read physical or digital texts, or they can participate in an online discussion, or perform research, or see videos on YouTube, or search about any source can help them without any help from the teacher. Okay, keep this. Okay. In-person, face-to-face discussion with peers, this is another thing. Or debate, or presentations, or station learning, or lab experiments, peer assessment and review. And remember all these things without the help of the teacher. Okay? This doubles student success to teachers. One, with the videos at home. And again, in the classroom, increasing the opportunity for increasing the opportunity for personalization and more precious classroom model. Students practice under the guidance of their parents or the teacher at school. Not the teacher doesn't help them at home, but the teacher gives them instructions to follow inside their homes. Okay. While accessing content in their own. Okay. Another question. What do students do at school in flipped classroom? As I said before, the student make his or her researches and to get the resources, to get everything he or she wants, research for videos, materials, researches, anything. So can you tell me what do students do at school in this kind or type of classrooms? Can you?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Can I share?
here you are.
Can I share?
Yes. Of course.
Yes. Yes. Good evening. This strategy, Flip the Classroom, is so inspiring, so motivating, and also so helpful as well. I myself practice it with my students many times, especially in vocabulary and language lessons. For example, when I want to explain about, let us say, present simple, tag a question, whatever. I provide my student with many resources like videos, like worksheets, like a role play, for example, on my English Club webpage or through WhatsApp, Telegram, Messenger, etc. And I ask them to watch this video, for example, and
Yes.
to have a look, to have a general idea about what will our lesson or new topic will be about. And sometimes I ask them to write two examples to ensure that they watch that video. In the following day, I ask them who watched that activity. Many will say yes, but unfortunately, some will say no because maybe they don't have internet access at their homes, or because of the lack of devices, or for any reason. For those who watch that activity, I ask them what did they learn, what did they know. For example, if it is correct, I will congratulate them and I will assure that idea. If it is no or wrong idea, I can start with explaining the new topic by giving examples, by drills, and by many strategies, as you know. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. As she explained everything, the next day, when they come to school or come back to school, the teacher must ask them about things he gave them or she gave them before, and they will discuss this inside the classroom. They will practice it with worksheets, with discussion, with a presentation, with station learning, with these kinds of sharing. Okay, this doubles students' access to the teachers, because here the teacher gives self-confidence to the students to research with themselves. Okay. Once with the videos at home, and again it in the classroom, increasing the opportunity for personalizing and more precious guiding. Okay. Another thing, what's the
Yes,
simplest?
there are many answers here in the chat box. Riam says make homework and search video and give some information about this subject. and help the student. Haneen adds they discuss their results with their teacher. Riyam adds to do more information. Al-Hassan says they can also discuss notes they have already prepared at home. Miss Haneen also says they will be so motivated in this way. Yes, and many others. Fatima says make the meeting face to face by using a platform, Zoom, and WhatsApp. Maybe this is for something else. Yes, that's it.
Okay, thanks, Sol, and thanks for sharing. Okay, another thing. What's the simplest way to think about a flipped classroom? Do you know what is the simplest way to think about a flipped classroom? Sharing? Yes, what else? Okay. About this, the students do the homework at school because they searched at home, does everything at home, collected every information at home, and do their homework at school. Another way, students preview content home and then extend learning or practice at school. They collect all the information inside home and then practice inside school or inside the classroom. Yes, interaction, a shift in teachers and students' roles. Thank you. Okay. Do you have any other answers? Think it's no. Okay. Another thing. Can you tell me what are the advantages of this flipped classroom in your opinions? What are these advantages? Yes, I'm waiting for your answers.
Yes, there are many answers in the chat box. You can read them, Miss Noor.
They're about the last question.
Yes. Dr. Hala, a shift in teachers and students' roles. Mervat
Yes.
adds
This is
interaction.
this answers about the last
The first
question.
one.
Yes.
Yes. So you can repeat the same question if they have
Okay.
answers.
What
You
are
will.
the advantages of the flipped classroom? Advantages.
Yes. Advantages and benefits of the flipped classroom.
Yes. Here,
Yes. Dr.
Doctor.
Hala says save time and
مالك
repetition goes on perfectly.
perfectly.
Yes. Dr.
Students
Hala
be
adds,
yes.
yes, read.
Students become participants and become more responsible about their learning. That's very good. Thanks, Graham. Maybe it's very easy to use it. Uh, that it's one benefit I know. Thank you so much, Mervet. Self-confidence, motivation. That's very good. Yes. Real partner. Perfect. It makes the students more active and prime the teacher to evaluate their knowledge. Thanks so much. Peace, mercy, and blessing of God be upon you. Good evening. Good evening. Students are continue or complete your answer, please, Khulud. Yes.
She completely self-confident.
Self-confidence. Yes.
Yes. It
It
overcomes the
overcomes
problem.
the problem of the time limits in school. That's very good. I mean, the students who are partners. Yes, that's it. Students are able to build a deeper understanding. Okay. They have more information and use context skills. That's very good. Okay. Students become a part in building knowledge. That's very good. They feel that they are partner. Yes. That's awesome. Okay. Flipping a classroom does exactly what it sounds like. It reverses the traditional learning dynamics completely. With this method, students don't learn new content in the classroom by having a teacher instruct them. Instead of this, they learn it from videos and online sources in their own time and place. As we said before, meanwhile, problems and assignments that once might have been treated as homework are now tackled in the classroom, while teachers offering personalized guidance. There are a number of advantages to this method. Okay. Number one, more.
Yes, share the screen, please. Share it.
I have just the
Yes,
headline.
yes, it is
Yes.
visible. It is visible now.
Okay. Thank you. Number one is more one-to-one time between teacher and student. A flipped classroom dramatically increases the amount of time you have to spend with each student. It also creates a platform for them to ask questions, to seek extra help with an area they are finding challenging, presentations. They can do whatever they want to do. A flipped classroom is so helpful for some teachers and also for some students. Number two, more collaboration time for students. The project-based work that now takes place in the classroom need not to be an individual basis. A flipped classroom enables students to spend more time collaborating with one another. Not only a great way to learn, but also good for their team working skills. Number three, students learn at their own pace and their own place also, and their own time, and their own everything. They choose everything. Because knowledge acquisition now takes place outside the classroom. Each student can control it to match their own personal abilities and appetite. A traditional classroom instructions-based method relies on every student. I'm sorry, on every student. Okay. Flipped learning doesn't can this can be particularly liberating for slower learners. It helps some students who doesn't or who can't get the information quickly, they can search at home easily and take their time to get the information without any quick on getting it. Okay. No longer do they feel the burden of having to keep up. They are free to learn in a way that works for them. Everyone chooses the way is suitable for him or her. They are free to learn in a way that works for them. And if they want to go back and study something again, they can do this. Number 4, it encourages students to come to class prepared. After students have engaged or engaged with the digital content at home, they can come to the classroom prepared with ideas and questions. It is a great way to involve students in shaping the classroom sessions and thereby nurture their sense of responsibility. They will be responsible for or about whatever they have to do. Number 5, practical things like missing class due to illness because less problematic. Sorry, become less problematic. It used to be that if a student missed a lesson, they missed learning something. Not with flipped learning, because students engage with a lesson on their own time, as we said before, and away from school. Absence need not to detract from them learning or they're learning the materials. Number 6, subject matter content becomes infinitely richer. Previously, students were only exposed to one source of information on a topic, that which the teacher gave them in class. With flipped learning, they can explore much more. They can access multiple sources, and equally, you can direct them towards sources from other teachers and more. This diversity will only increase their comprehension of the subject. Number 7, it's cost effective. Because students use their own devices to access content, there is no need for a school to invest in hundreds of new computers or classroom gadgets. The only thing you now need to give more of your personal time and attention. Okay. Another question. What are the disadvantages of flipped classroom? Do you know what are the disadvantages of the flipped classroom? Can you share me your opinions about the advantages of the flipped classroom?
Yes, you can raise your hand or you can write in the chat box.
Yes.
Yes, Ms. Haneen writes, it may make stress between students. Dr.
Learning,
Hala adds,
yes, learning sometimes diverts from the target. Low standard students can't participate. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. What else? Maybe some students are not in the level to build their own knowledge. Yes, that's it. Good students may dominate the class. Maybe the class interaction. Yes. Yes. What else? Students control. Control what? It may take the students to another way. Maybe. Yes, out of the subject. That's right. Great efforts by the teacher. Yes, students with difficulty may be depressed. Yes. They may waste their time at home, and this behavior has bad consequences in the classroom. Yes. Awesome. Specific skills students need to have. No discuss. Mhm. Needs motivation students. Yes. Okay. Sitting in front of computers for a long time. Motivated students, you mean? Okay. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Thanks all for your sharing. Okay. The flipped classroom model disadvantages students. While some teachers may claim the flipped classroom is an effective method, the model hurts students in more ways than it helps. Jonathan Brugman and Aaron Sims, two high school chemistry teachers from Colorado, created the model in 2007. They wanted a way to get lessons to absent students, so they purchased software that allowed them to record and video their lectures to post online. Students who were not absent started watching the lectures um, to reinforce their learning. So the the teachers decided to start pre-recording all their lectures. The flipped classroom model was born. Okay. Then educators must provide a flexible and structured learning environment, and they must teach the content in detail and adopt a learner to be confused with all this information. Okay. However, these standards are often not met by the educators present in some cases. The flipped classroom model can promote a lazy learning environment, and the teacher may not actually interact with the class and instead depended on the pre-recorded lectures to teach students during the class time. Students are left with busy work while teachers focus on other activities. The scenario above reflects the experience with a flipped classroom in the class. For me, I felt as though videos on the subject didn't allow much depth in understanding. While we were able to ask questions about the videos in the class, most of the time I forget why I had a question, or the teacher forgot um, what the lecture was about. The lectures we used were 4 years old, so it's felt as thought we were not being taught. I never felt truly engaged with the material as well as the teacher in class. We were left with packets that felt like busy work and were not beneficial to my understanding of the subject. I never knew what teacher was doing during the class. Most of the time they were just at their desk. I'm sorry. Another disadvantage of the model is that it's heavily reliant on the motivation of the student. High school students are constantly on the go, and with managing 8 classes extra, I'm sorry, with extra jobs, homework, social life, and a good sleep schedule, it's nearly impossible to find time to watch a 40-minute lecture for just one class. As a result, students may not watch the video and instead just get notes from a peer. Although it may seem like students are learning the same information about they are only copying it down. But not learning or understanding the material. A learning environment such as this encourages slacking off, and if students are not motivated in the subject, they will stay away from watching a lecture in their valuable and coveted free time. To make sure students are motivated, teachers could make of or make more of a point to review and go over the concepts learned in the lecture and check to see if students are actually watching the lectures. In my experience, the teacher didn't check to see if a student watched or the students watched the videos or not. So they felt useless and not beneficial. In cases where students do watch the lectures, more issues arise. The students may have questions during the lecture or need more explanation on the concept. However, they are not able to ask those questions while they could write them down. Often the questions or the process behind it will be long forgotten before they have the physical class again. Also, we do live in a technology driven age. Some students might not have access to constant internet connection, making it almost, I'm sorry, making it almost to watch the lecture. The flipped classroom assumes that all students have the same resources to be able to watch the lectures. With grades, drivers, psychoeconomic, demographic, this assumption cannot be made. Some people argue that the flipped model works the best because students can take notes at their own pace by I'm sorry, by their own pace by pausing the video when needed. However, this one minor benefit doesn't make up for all the disadvantages the model causes. While pre-recorded lectures can be a useful study tool for students, in addition to a traditional teaching model, they don't work well as a method of their own. These disadvantages are inhibiting to students, and because of them, tried and true traditional teaching methods are the most beneficial, while some students may adapt better to this non-traditional method. The flipped model does not benefit to majority of the students. And that's all thing. I want now to see your opinions about the flipped classroom. Can you share me your opinions about this type or this style? I'm waiting
Yes, any
for,
opinion, any experience that you
yes.
have practiced with your students, maybe, or you have studied or known about it.
Yes, we are waiting.
Yes, Miss Noor, I guess this kind of strategy is so interesting also for our students because it suits the different levels of them. As you know,
I think it's
there are
yes,
yes.
yes, yes. Here you are.
Yes, also it suits their multiple intelligences. As you know, there are different levels of students. For the brightest one, the most creative ones, the shy ones, for example, it is very suitable when a shy student, for example, he or she doesn't talk inside the class for a long time, but with this kind of a flipped classroom, he or she has the opportunity to have a look or to have a general idea of the topic of the new lesson. So he can revise it many times. He can watch the video or he can do the work paper with his partners or her partners, for example, in order to obtain the self-confidence that our participants told us about it. So I encourage all of the educators to use it inside their classes in order to motivate and to upgrade their students' proficiency and to develop their understanding.
Yes, that's very good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. But I think it's not suitable for the lower grades, for grade 1 or 2 or 3 or even 4 students. It's so hard for
Maybe Miss Noor, maybe yes, you are right, but maybe they can collaborate with their parents. So it can be more beneficial if they can collaborate with their parents in order to help them with, for example, this strategy to help their students if they know English, of course. But if there
yes.
is a weakness in this language, for our parents, you are right. It is very, or it is impossible for them.
That's so right. Thank you so much. Let us see the answers here. Okay, okay, okay. There is no reality content with other students or teachers. Okay. Flipped classroom have pros and cons. Yes. On the one hand, they help teachers save valuable class time while boosting students' engagement. Um, on the other hand, they can increase prep time for teachers and can present challenges to students. That's very good. Thank you. Learning center, independent teacher. Okay. It can create or scrap a digital divide. It relies on what? On preparation and trust. There is significant work on the front end, not naturally a test prep for of promote learning. Time in front of screens instead of people and places, it increased. Thank you so much. Okay. Independent teaching, I said this. Okay, students may not take it seriously. I said this before. Okay. Flipped classroom help the students to share the information in a new way. That's very good. It certainly can be students in flipped classroom performed better than those traditionally taught classes across all of the academic outcomes we
examined. Okay. We still need more feeling of responsibility to use this type of learning. It needs to gather the efforts of teachers and parents to make it positive. Okay. Yes. Thanks, Mr. Sayed. It learns the student
Yes.
to be. Can I read in Arabic?
Yes, he
Yes.
said that there are many positive sides of this strategy, which is a flipped classroom. He says that it builds stronger relationships between students and their teacher, and also the student himself or herself learns according to his or her pace of learning. Another thing is, sorry. Yes, you can continue because I have a phone.
Okay. It learns the students or teach the students to be open to the world. That's very good. We are fine, Ahmed. Thank you. Peace be upon you too. And this has two lines, in fact. Okay. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Okay. Thanks. Good evening. Okay. At the end of the session, I want to tell you that I'm so happy to be with you today. And I'm so happy for your sharing. Thanks for everything. Thanks for sharing your opinions. Thanks for your answers. Thanks for everything.
Yes, thank you, Miss Noor. Thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
this fruitful presentation. And also thanks for our participants from all over the world for their active participation. Thanks a lot, and hope that you get benefit from this presentation. And of course, there is a lot of information to add about this strategy, but I said or I told Ms. Noor to just to be limited to 1 hour for this lecture for the sake of your time, as I know you are so busy with many things. Thank you another time, Ms. Noor. And
Thank
now,
you.
if there is any question, please, you can raise your question and Ms. Noor will answer you. But before that, I want to remind you of the form for certificate. Just write your name and email correctly, and then you can receive your certificate via the email that you wrote inside the form now, immediately. You can receive it, just write correctly, and congratulations in advance. And of course, Miss Noor has her own certificate of appreciation.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot another time. Thank you. Yes, there is a form. I sent it, Miss Haneen. Another time I will send it. Okay. Here it is. It is in the chat box. Just fill it correctly, and then you can receive your certificate of attendance immediately. Now, if there is any question, please don't hesitate to raise it. Okay? Yes. If there is any question, you can write, you can ask. Yes, it seems that there is no question. Yes, just for the form, Mr. Al-Hassan says thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Al-Hassan, for active participation. Yes, Norina from Azerbaijan, welcome. Good evening. Muhammad Razul Karim from Bangladesh, welcome. Thank you for coming. Yes, greetings. He says greetings from Bangladesh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Mr. Ahmed, peace be upon you. Haneen, and this has 2 lines, in fact. I don't know what is it. Hello, how are you all? Mr. Ahmed, fine, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. The other session, inshallah, will be with a Kenyan guest speaker. We will have a guest speaker from Kenya about an interesting topic. Wait us next, inshallah, next week, bi'idhnillah. Thank you very much. It seems that there is no question, just greetings. Mudarrib says many thanks for all from Gambia.
Yes.
Thank you. Ulda, thank you from Morocco. Thank you, Riyam, inshallah. Sabreen, inshallah. Riyam, thank you so much. No question, it is all clear. So congratulations, Miss Noor. There is no ambiguity in your presentation.
Thank
They
you.
are fully, or it is fully understood. Thank you another time. Sabrine,
You're
thank
welcome.
you. Thank you. Thank you all of you. Thank you. Yes. Don't forget to fill the form. Miss Mervat, thank you. Great efforts. May Allah grant you the greatest reward. Ameen, ameen. The same to you, inshallah. Mudarrib, Egypt is my country. Yes, great, great. Mudarrib Sayyid, are you Sayyid? Mr. Sayyid? Yes, from Egypt. Mr. Raed, العفو, barakallah feek. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Maqsood, thank you so much. No question. It is all clear. شكرا لك. barakallah feek. Ustad Maqsood. Thank you very much. Yes, Mudarrib. Thank you. Thank you another time. So have a nice night and good night. Goodbye. See you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. شكرا لك Miss Noor. بارك الله
You're
فيك.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.